Alright, in this video, we're going to learn how to do the press up. Alright, when you're doing press ups, going into a handstand, you want to have your elbows in between your knees. Elbows in between your knees. And once again, your hands are never going to turn. Alright, you keep them straight ahead. As you go down and your elbows in your knees, you bend down. You put your hands on the ground. Your elbows will still be on your knees. You should get different angles. Alright, see now when I'm start leaning forward, I'll lean forward and I'll start lifting my toes off the ground. And I can feel the weight on my hands. Keep your hands right there and just lift your toes off the ground. And just hold that. Now that's called a frog stand. So learn how to do the frog stand. And then you can go up into a press up. Now learning how to go up into a press up. When you're into the frog stand, when you lift off of the frog stand, you want to make sure you're leaning forward. Lean forward more and lean forward more and start lifting your hips off your knees. Start lifting your elbows and hips off your knees. Lose that weight off your knees and then go straight up in the air as high as you can. And straighten up. Alright. Learning how to do dips. When you're doing dips, dips are kind of like push-ups, but instead of you're doing push-ups like these, where your elbows go outside. When you're in a handstand, your elbows are not going to go on the outside. They're called dips, meaning they're going to go on the inside. Dips are working the tries, alright? So you're going on the inside to do a dip. And when you're doing dips, this is how it's going to look. It's a dip. So when you're doing dips, when you're going down to the ground, you lean forward. As you're leaning forward, you're looking forward, and your chin, you want your chin to kind of like slightly touch the ground. So what you're doing is you're kind of leaving some weight off and putting it on the ground by just putting your chin on the ground. That way you have enough energy to push right back up. You just got to keep doing it over and over. Dips took me a while to learn. And it's just doing handstands over again every day. You just build those muscles. So just keep trying the dips. Go start from a frog stand. When you learn frog stands, dips are going to come in a lot easier. Many people, if you're learning dips, that's what you do, dude. If you want to learn how to do a dip, you got to go from here. You learn how to do this first. And then after you learn how to do that, you can kick up. That's like a press up. But it's like the frog stand press up. An actual press up, the real way gymnastics, is to where your elbows do not even bend when you're gonna go up on your handstand. So what you do is you straighten out as far as you can. Keep your knees straight, everything straight like this. Now lean forward. As you're leaning forward, you place your hands on the ground, and then you start picking your toes off the ground and leaning forward as high as you can. So your weight is going from your legs to your hands. And as you're leaning forward, you look forward, you keep pushing off your toes. You keep pushing and pushing in. You go up. It's very, very hard as well. Very tough to get those press ups. Another way to learn the press ups is going from a handstand down to a press up. So what you do is, when you're doing a handstand, watch. I'm doing a handstand, and as I go down into a press up, I straddle my legs. I start leaning forward and dropping those hips down. That'll actually get you stronger to do the press ups, which I need to do. And the next one that you would want to do, I'm trying to do, is this one. It's the straight leg press up. Instead of straddling down like this and going up to a press up, it's this one where your straight legs together. You bend down to that way, just like that. And you start leaning forward. I still can't do it, but look, I'll try. I can't get it. And then you just go straight up in the air. That's what I gotta practice. Okay, when you're doing handstands, try to beat your time. Every time you go up in a handstand, you got your handstand down, Now you just want to work on endurance and stamina. So what you do is you just keep doing those handstands. When you go up in a handstand, you time yourself. You want to time yourself in a handstand for you to get longer handstands. So you got the handstand down, you go up in a handstand, and you just relax, you know, just relax, breathe, and keep everything straight. Just keep timing yourself. When you get further, you're going to be able to do other tricks like one-arm handstands or any other like dips and stuff like that you'll be able to do.